so-called man on the left killed his son, this precious baby on the right, and this was all over losing a freaking video game. A Kentucky man who was accused of killing his 1-month-old infant son was recently sentenced to only 20 years behind bars. That is insane in my opinion. This was after he pled guilty to manslaughter. Reportedly in May of 2019, 32-year-old Anthony Trice of Louisville was at home alone with his 1-month-old son. The baby's aunt reportedly told a local news outlet that she and her sister, which was the baby's mother, had left the baby with Anthony over the weekend while they went to Kentucky Derby festivities. Before the two of them left the house, she said that Anthony was talking about how excited he was to go and buy new clothes for the infant that weekend. Nobody was fighting or arguing or stressed or anything. But not long after they left, he started to lose a video game. So he then threw the video game controller and punched the infant with his fist. The father then picked up the infant, trying to get him to quit crying and to quieten him. And as he was walking to the kitchen to make a bottle, he dropped his son. He then propped his son up in a seating position after that, and then he walked to the bathroom. But when he came back from the bathroom, it was said he found the baby in distress, so he called 911. After he called 911, he called the child's mother. The next day after the incident, he was arrested and charged with first-degree criminal abuse of a child. However, that baby ended up dying while receiving treatment at a local hospital. His charges were later upgraded to murder, and he pleaded not guilty to that. It was later that he pleaded guilty to a manslaughter charge. It was said he later entered an offered plea, which is when a defendant does not admit guilt, but they do acknowledge that there is enough evidence to convict them. On Thursday, December 19th, Anthony was sentenced to only 20 years in prison. In my opinion, that is not near enough justice for killing that precious baby boy. In my honest opinion, he deserves life in prison for killing the poor baby. But unfortunately, that's not how our justice system works. Maybe he will realize what he's done in prison and get some help and anger management, because it definitely sounds like he needs it. For more true crime, be sure to give me a follow, and if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe.